Nikki Sixx, founding bassist of Motley Crue, has released his new book, The Heroin Diaries, A Year in the Life of a Shattered Rock Star, and the book debuted at number 7 on the New York Times nonfiction bestseller list. The Heroin Diaries chronicles a year in the life of Sixx at the height of Motley Crue's popularity and the height of his heroin and cocaine addiction in the late 80s. Along with the book, Sixx has also released a soundtrack CD, and this is the first ever soundtrack to a literary work. Adding passages to the book besides members of Motley Crue was Nicky's close personal friends and family members, who provided the book with truthful elements of what Nicky was really like to deal with during his addiction. Sixx even admitted that in writing the book he was able to close not only a dark chapter in his life of addiction, but also close a dark period of his childhood. We caught up with Nicky at the press conference announcing the release of the Heroin Diaries to get his thoughts on getting closure by writing his book and reliving some painful memories.
Nobody really understands, and there was a part of me that gave me closure to be able to understand that no wonder I was trying to fill this huge hole with drugs and fame and sex and everything else that comes along, because I didn't know what the fuck happened in my childhood. And it was really important for me to be able to experience that and put that out there for the reader. And that is where I believe this chapter gets to be closed.
Nicky co-wrote The Heroin Diaries with British journalist Ian Gittins, and it was Gittins that went to Motley Crue to get their honest opinion, since Nicky knew if he went directly to the band, they would probably sugarcoat the truth. We also talked with Nicky about getting Motley Crue's honest opinions.
Because I knew that if I went to the band and said, tell me what I was like in 1987, that they would be, Nicky, we love you, there's no problems. And we would have a fluff piece. And the last thing we need is another fluff piece book out there. So I got them to be really honest, but not to me, to somebody else, so they could really open up.
The book's entrance in the top 10 of the bestseller list equals the success of the Heroin Diaries soundtrack, which entered the Billboard Independent Album Chart at number 7 upon its release in August. The CD soundtrack was written and co-produced by Sixx's new band, 6 AM, which features James Michael and DJ Ashba along with Nicky. The album's first single, Life is Beautiful, has entered the top 10 at Active Radio, and the video is currently getting rotation at Fuse. Look for Nikki Sixx to make future book signing appearances as the multi-format Heroin Diaries continues to touch a nerve with not only Nicky's fans, but also people recovering from their own addictions as well.